Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Javon Keys. Jamaican farmers could have access to a crop insurance scheme by year-end. Agriculture Minister Floyd Green says discussions are taking place with at least 2 local insurance providers for the execution of the program.
With a small island state like Jamaica, which is very vulnerable to severe weather threats, it's something that we have to see how we can get done. So the government has been leading that charge. We've engaged both our local insurance providers and international insurance players. We have a team led by the TVJ that has been engaging us with some experts out of India and also local insurance consultants to see what can be crafted. And also we have met with a number of our local companies to see what they can put forward.
Now, Mr. Green says a number of factors posed a challenge in establishing a crop insurance solution before now.
On our size and our risk profile, the crop insurance is definitely the most difficult form of insurance, and to craft a scheme that is affordable and is accessible can prove very challenging, especially in relation to the small size of some of our insurance companies and the need for them to have an external insurer who is willing to reinsure the risk. Fortunately, we've been seeing some developments in the international space. That includes using new forms of technology to better forecast the risk, to better track damage that is done across crop types, and to better track outcomes and value of loss.
Now into some company news. Caribbean Property Fund is hoping to raise at least 500 million Jamaican dollars on the capital market. Now the company has released the prospectus for 3 additional classes of shares in the company. 60 million shares will be on offer, costing 20 Jamaican dollars each. The company may also upsize the number of shares. The offer opens on July 10 and is scheduled to close on July 26. Now plans to use the money to refinance debt. Sagicor Investments is the sole lead broker managing the offer. The prospectus may be found on the website of the Jamaica Stock Exchange. First Rock Capital Holdings is aiming for 30% growth in its asset base by the end of 2021. Now, the company's CEO, Ryan Reid, says First Rock saw assets growing by 40% in 2020.
We're assets totaling now roughly $37 million as at the end of December 31st, 2020. And we have some very, strong, aggressive, growth targets with respect to our asset base for 2021. Truthfully, we want to get to a number of $50 million by the end of this year. And, from all indications, we're well on our way.
Now, Mr. Reid says the company is planning to increase its asset base outside of Jamaica to include Guyana.
And within the United States, further expansion, in the tri-state area, the state of Georgia, we're also looking at some transactions in the Cayman Islands to increase our footprint there. So with respect to expansion from a jurisdictional standpoint, maybe 1 or 2 other new territories, and further growth in those territories within which we currently exist.
Now onto currency. First Rock currently has 68% of its assets in Jamaica, 10% in Cayman Islands, 16% in Costa Rica, and 6% in Florida. Now, on to currency. In trading today, the US dollar ended the day selling for $152.29. The Canadian dollar is going for $123.34. The pound sells for $209.73, while the euro is trading for $180.20. Now on to stocks. The JSE index declined by 3,307 points, while the Green Market index declined by 30 points. Now among the winners were Epley's 8.25% preference shares, Jetcon Corporation, Access Financial Services, JMB Group's 6% US dollar shares, and Cargo Handlers Limited. Now on the losing side were ISP Finance Services, GWest Corporation, Main Event Entertainment Group, Trans Jamaican Highway US dollar shares, and Caribbean Property Fund. And that's it for the Business Day. I'm Javon Keys. Good evening.